Boston Connor has been given the reins of the Super Boost horse this evening. Because not only does he have a horse in the race and he's very invested, but he also knows his Buffalo Bills team, because anybody in the AFC East has been studying this Buffalo Bills team over the last 5 years, because now they are the premier team of the AFC East. What are your thoughts on the game tonight, Connor, and how worried are you, pal?
Not too worried, just because, when we started this entire thing back in September, we knew who the Super Bowl favorite was, and that was Buffalo Bills. All we are is underdogs, just trying to prove something.
Just the lowly Patriots.
Exactly. It's a much different year, and you said pre-dynasty for the Bills. Make it to a fucking Super Bowl, and then we can talk about being in a pre-dynasty, but we'll see if they can do that this year.
That's why it is the pre-dynasty.
Well, I would say the Chiefs. The Chiefs are pre-dynasty because they haven't made it to dynasty.
Yeah, but they're not playing tonight. So,
sure.
To build, if the Chiefs were playing tonight, I certainly would say the dynasty of today.
Yeah.
But they are not playing. I think this is potential pre-dynasty for the Buffalo Bills if they are to go on and win a Super Bowl, which is the team that I think we watch every time we see the Bills come on the field, except for a couple slip-ups. And I think Josh Allen has 7 interceptions in the last 3 games or something like that. 4 games maybe. 5 games?
I think 3.
7 turnovers? That's not normal at all.
No.
Are you excited for the potential outcome this evening with the Patriots? It sounds like you have a little bit more optimism for this particular game than you've had for games in the past this season, and you're going against a team that's supposed to be in the fucking Super Bowl. Why is that? How is that? And are the Patriots a team? They're in the hunt, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the hunt, in the wild card right now. They're supposed to be in the playoffs, which none of us expected, obviously. It's Bill Belichick. I guess we should maybe take that into account, that he's going to have it figured out one way or another on how to win a game probably. But you guys are in this thing all of a sudden, and you're optimistic. This is a different Connor, I think, than we saw maybe 5-6 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is the best I felt since the Bears-Patriots Monday Night Football game, which is something to remember because I thought they were going to win, and they got crushed. Now, looking back on it, that was the Bears Super Bowl. They haven't won since. They changed their entire offense that game. So, I mean, that is...
And this is your 2022 Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is the season for sure. I mean, I don't know if 11 will be 6-6. I don't know if 11-6 is going to get it done, and that's if we win out, which there are some tough games coming forward. But no, I feel pretty good for tonight. No Von Miller is massive for the Bills. I got a couple guys back. We will also be missing our starting left tackle, like the Bills that you mentioned with Deion Dawkins. So there are some things going on, but no, with Mac Jones coming off 380 yards through the air, and with Ramondre Stevenson being the premier back, no Damian Harris tonight. A lot of people think that's kind of bad. I think, hey, that's more touches for Stevenson. Let's get him 25, 30, 35, whatever it is, touches tonight, because he's going to be the reason we win or lose, which is why he's in the Super Boost with a Josh Allen, rushing total prop.
Because you're always going to see him running, no matter how his elbow is, no matter what's being talked about, you're always going to see Josh Allen run. He is a specimen.
Yeah.
He is a freak.
Yeah.
A good freak, though.
Right. Yes.
Not like a Rupper Stanley Cup champion freak.
Weirdo
that we
freak.
heard about on That's Hockey Talk last night. A Stanley Cup champion is eating frozen burgers for lunch and being called a freak. NHL needs to figure it out over there.
He's also, though, you got to remember, he's an Ohio guy at heart, so.
Yeah, I understand. So certainly a freak of some sort, but I hope he's okay. Hope the NHL's okay, because one of their Stanley Cup champions seems to be in a spot that we need to get him out of for sure. But yeah, Josh Allen is a freak.
Yeah.
He's going to run, and it's an alternate rush yards, right? I don't think it's his.
It's an alternate rush yards. I think it's 40 maybe, and that is on the minus side. And yeah, with the Patriots having the 4-man pressure availability, there it is, 40 rush yards.
40 rush yards for Josh Allen, who's a freak. We just talked about, not in a bad way. Ramondre Stevenson, 60-plus rush yards. You're talking about him having the ball 20, 25 times. Now, Bill Belichick has a funny way of doing something that nobody can predict. He might bring a running back in that isn't even signed to the team yet. He might change the NFL. He might sign somebody out of the XFL today, teach them 5 plays, and run those 5 plays all night and just be like, they didn't see it coming. It's like, yeah, of course they didn't. Never happened before, Bill. Could take place, but we feel good about Ramondre. And then McKenzie to have 25-plus receiving yards. What are we talking about?
Yeah, last year he had, I think, 115 against the Patriots. He went off, and damn near the Patriots changed their defense.
Had a big game last week, too.
Dude, this thing's boosted to plus 550, and we just heard the voice of a man who was kind of bamboozled out of a Super Boost hitting for him last night.
Wild,
host of the Man to Man podcast, host of Everything DB, host of NFL matchups. Ladies and gentlemen, Darius Butler. DB, this plus 550, and I know we've put you in a compromising position because not only are you putting your own Super Boost out, we also make you co-sign on our Super Boost. So you're kind of getting in on the shins both times. Yep. I don't take any heat whenever your Super Boosts don't hit, so that makes me feel good. And
I'm back in the batter's box.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
Okay. All right.
For now.
It's been loud.
It's been loud. It's been. Hey,
they calling you a fraud? I've been called a fraud so many times.
Ridiculous.
It's tough. That's tough. They cut to my soul.
Bill really, like, it's going to be tight, you know? Like, Bill, I mean, yeah, you talk about, like, the Bears game or whatever. Like, the Pats typically aren't coming out and getting fucking dusted in division games, especially at home. Like, this is important. It is the season.
Darius, what do you think? You've been in that building, obviously drafted to the New England Patriots, played there a few years. You know Bill pretty well, I'd say, more than most people do. How do you think he views this game? And where's all the money? Hold on, before you answer that, Tone, where's everybody betting Bills minus 3.5, I assume?
Earlier it was 80%. I assume it's similar right now.
Which makes me feel even better.
It sounds like our entire office. And Darius, I'm excited to get your take. I think we're all pretty like...
Yeah.
Is Bill Belichick still the coach? Yeah. He's getting 3.5 points in Foxborough in December. I don't know what the weather is. I guess it's not supposed to rain or anything like that, but it's still Foxborough in December. Let's assume it's a little breeze. It just feels like
retro.
This is an interesting thing. Darius, your thoughts on the game and them getting 3.5 at home, even though the Bills are an incredible football team?
Yeah, like Ty said, they have been kind of coming down to earth the last few weeks. I don't know, man. Kind of talked me into this Patriots, feeling more and more Patriots.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Last week.
You played in the NFL 9 years. We don't need that
I know,
guy.
Hold on. Listen,
Let's hear him out here.
Now, last week, they had Justin Jefferson, and they tried everything they could to stop. And usually, Belichick historically is known for making you beat him left-handed. They couldn't really stop Jefferson. Diggs, very similar to Jefferson as far as trying to stop him. So we'll see if he adjusts there. That's why I like the McKenzie part of the boost as well. But it's going to be a close one, man. It's 3.5. The half always scares me, but it's going to be a close
80% of the money's on the Buffalo Bills, minus 3.5. That just this seems like a
it opened at 4. So if the books thought that it would be the Bills, wouldn't that go to 4.5, not down to 3.5? Isn't that like a telltale sign? Like the books know something. They got chandeliers. They love Bill Belichick. Why are they doing that?
We like to call reverse line.
We have Sal Capaccio joining us in 14 minutes. Obviously, Sal is the beat writer for the Buffalo Bills, synonymous with the Buffalo Bills, an absolute stallion of a reporter. Remember, he was live from his backyard with a microphone the last time he came on this show. Previous times before that, hotel balcony with a microphone and a cameraman, who was his brother, I believe.
Carmine.
So we appreciate the hell out of Sal joining us. I'm excited to get his thoughts in about 14 minutes on how this game should go. No Von Miller's a big deal.
Huge.
And I think what Darius is pointing out there, Judon. Judon is quite a weapon. Yes. And the Bills are out a tackle?
Yeah, Deion Dawkins is
starting left tackle, yep.
So that seems like that could be a bit of a fucking game wrecker there, don't we think?
Absolutely. I'm concerned with that that Dolphins Niners game too, with our left tackle Armstead been out against Bosa, so that always can just wreck a whole game. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
AJ will not be here today. He and his family are. It's a birthday of one of his kids. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, little hawk!
Hope the family is doing well. He has picked the Buffalo Bills minus 3.5.
Son of a bitch!
That is his official pick, and that is. I wish he was joining us today so I could kind of hear why. Because for me, the Patriots plus 3.5 just seems like the easy pick, especially after hearing 80% of the money is there. But once again, Sal Capaccio will be joining us in 13 minutes. I'll be excited to get the information. And are we just forgetting, because they played on Thanksgiving as opposed to Sunday, are we forgetting about the Bills and Josh Allen and who the fuck they are? Is that what's going on with me right now?
Well, you mentioned it too, though. Like, Josh Allen has been turning the ball over a bunch.
7 times.
And a lot of them are kind of like bonehead, like stuff that he was doing his rookie year and his second year in the league, where it was like, hey, if you can clean up this kind of stuff, like, you're going to be the guy. And for whatever reason, he wasn't doing that earlier this year. And now he's kind of, D-Bud has always said, like, that's kind of how he plays. Like, Josh Allen's going to give you 1 or 2. And for whatever reason, the last 3 weeks, like, and they've been, like, red zone interceptions, in areas that have just absolutely killed him.
Darius, whenever you guys are getting ready for a quarterback like Josh Allen, who's incredibly talented, can make every single throw, can run you over, and seemingly every year he's gotten older, he's progressed in the mental side of the game. But there is just like an anomaly out of nowhere. He'll throw a ball and everybody goes, what the fuck? Like, I think at this stage of watching Josh Allen play, some of these picks that he'll do or some of these decisions he'll make, we're like, what? How did that even – what is it? You think it's just in some guys to do that? And when you're preparing for a quarterback like that, is that being preached all week? Like, hey, very good, but something's going to happen
It should be. It's just – catching the ones they throw to you. And Chuck says, Chuck says it all the time. We'll obviously hear from him later. But the one he made a couple bonehead throws last week. The interception wasn't really on him. It was a great play by Rodrigo at the line of scrimmage off a play action. But I think he looked better last week. Obviously, remember the huge throw he made to Diggs late in the game.
Great, so he does that.
Yeah, I think the elbow's good. Obviously, he's running. He's taking contact, and I'm taking Josh Allen over most quarterbacks. Even Mahomes a couple years ago, like that was the thing with Mahomes, like great all-time great quarterback, but he's going to throw you a couple. You just got to catch him.
And I always just assume that's something you can fix. I always assume that's something like, hey, instead of making that one decision out of 62 plays that you're making, which are all incredible, just throw it away or just do something different with you. I always think that's fixable. That's why, and it's going to sound like a surprise to people, that's why I always thought Carson Wentz potentially had the chance to just be an incredible quarterback.
It was every other play with him.
That's what I'm saying. But maybe just makes better decisions on those ones. Because the ones where he's playing great, it's like, hey, if he could play like this all the time, this would be fantastic. And you just assume, I think I just assume, oh, they'll be able to mentally figure it out because we've seen so many people like get the football IQ over their career and obviously get smarter and make better decisions. That's just a part of like growing into the game and becoming a veteran is like learning from your mistakes. And then it seems like there's people that say like, nope, can't ever, that's how they're always going to be or whatever. That's how it's always going to be. I don't think that's the case with Josh Allen. In literally any single week, Josh Allen can fucking decide, and it's just like perfect game. Then it's like 65-yard ball on a dime, power lead ISO with the quarterback running where he is going to stiff arm a linebacker. It's unbelievable. He can do everything better than everybody.
And he played his best ball late last year too. You know what I mean? Like playoffs is when he started playing unbelievable ball. But I think he's 1,000% a player, to your point, who can limit. It's literally probably 2-3 plays a game.
That's it.
If you just even if you just make that one play a game, half the time we're gonna drop the pick anyway, and then you go down and score. But and what he could do with his legs, like unbelievable offense, and having a weapon like Diggs that you know, okay, that's the first thing you're looking at as a quarterback when you have a receiver like that. How are they playing Diggs this week? Like A-Rod with Devon, how are they playing Devontae? How are you playing Ty Hill? So that changes the field for you, and I think he'll continue to get better.
So AJ has the Patriots minus or plus 3.5. No, the Bills. AJ has the Bills minus 3.5. Chuck has the Patriots plus 3.5, but he likes the Bills to win. D-Butt, who's your official pick?
Shit. Give me the Bills minus 3.5.
Mark.
All right. Give me the Patriots plus 3.5 to start this week 13 of the NFL season. We can't thank you all enough for watching.